Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
The government's deal with the French energy company to build a new nuclear power station in Somerset has been criticised as risky and expensive by the public spending watchdog. The National Audit Office says ministers have locked consumers into paying for Hinkley Point through a subsidy on electricity bills that's risen from £6 billion to £30 billion. The government says the plant will provide clean electricity for 6 million homes. Our science editor, David Shookman, reports.
Each scoop of this digger lifts 30 tonnes of earth. Look down at the driver of the truck below for a sense of scale. This is where one of 2 nuclear reactors will stand at Hinkley Point. 1,600 people work here now. Soon it'll be 5,000. It's an immense and controversial project, and even now the National Audit Office has weighed in, attacking the costs.
The government has committed consumers to a risky and expensive deal with uncertain economic and strategic benefits. The government's case for proceeding with the deal last September was not clear-cut.
The concern is not so much the £18 billion to build the power station. That's covered by EDF of France and CGN of China. It's the estimated £30 billion in subsidies paid to the 2 companies on top of the market price for electricity. That's said to add £10 to £15 to the average consumer electricity bill every year over at least 35 years. But with the deal finally signed off by Theresa May last year, the cement plants are already at work. Construction is gathering pace, and the nuclear industry says future power stations will be cheaper.
Remember, this is the first new nuclear power station being built in this country for a generation. And just like the first of a kind of new offshore winds were very expensive, the price will come down, and the price will come down as follow-on projects happen.
But offshore wind and other sources of power have fallen in cost faster than expected, leaving Hinkley Point looking relatively expensive. The scale of construction is extraordinary, and it's exactly what the government wants: a new source of low-carbon, reliable electricity. And at this stage, it's unlikely that any concern about costs could possibly derail the project now. But it will come under closer scrutiny, and any future nuclear power stations are bound to be handled very differently. It was Britain that pioneered nuclear power. Now, more than half a century later, there's still a struggle over who should pay for it and whether it's worth it. David Shookman, BBC News, at Hinkley Point in Somerset.